These are the top 5 things that don't make sense in The Walking Dead. Let's go. Number 5. The number of walkers makes no sense. The larger cities at the beginning of the outbreak were filled with walkers. Okay, makes sense. Everybody at the start of the apocalypse was going to cities to find shelters. After that, the survivors always tried to avoid cities. So it makes sense that there was a shit ton of walkers at the beginning of the outbreak. Now let's be very generous and let's say that 99% of people turned at the beginning of the outbreak. So 1% of survivors remained. Let's say that these early survivors all killed, let's say, 1 walker on average. They'd immediately get rid of hundreds of millions of walkers worldwide. Then let's say that the military takes out 3 additional percent. That's over 200 million walkers wiped out again. And I'm being very generous here to the walkers. So let's say that 1 in 1,000 people survived 1 year of the apocalypse. How many walkers would he or she on average have to kill to survive so long? That's a hard one, but let's say around 50. That's additional 350 million walkers killed worldwide. So even in the first year of the outbreak, the numbers of walkers should go down rapidly. Now it's hard to know how many walkers would an average survivor kill, and 50 may sound far-fetched, but just by guarding the outpost, you take out dozens of walkers an hour, so I think it's actually more than that on average. Now let's go 10 years into apocalypse. Let's say that each survivor takes down 1,000 walkers in that time. That's 7 billion walkers killed. There should be no more walkers. Sure, there should still be walkers lying around under debris or in water, but massive hordes should be gone. This happened in comics. In the last issue, we can see that Carl is greatly surprised when he notices a walker outside his house, and later figures out that that walker basically escaped from a circus basically. That should be happening in the show. CRM keeps taking down hordes, but the walkers don't seem to be depleting at all. Number 4. Guns have infinite ammo. Obviously, many TV shows struggle with this exact thing, but in The Walking Dead it's straight up comical. A lot of guns in the show are old and need constant reloading, like Rick's Colt Python, but we often hear and see way too many shots for a gun like that. Many times during the prison arc or Alexandria arc, Rick shot way too many times without any time for reloading. Same with Herschel on the farm. He literally shot 16 times with his shotgun without reloading. That's freaking crazy, bro. There are compilations on YouTube with Herschel's infinite ammo shotgun that are just a loop of him shooting for 10 hours straight without reloading. Besides all of this, there are also many inconsistencies when it comes to guns. Like this quote-unquote modified gun from Daryl. What the fuck is this shit, dude? Anyway, number 3. How did so many people turn so fast? People in The Walking Dead are clumsy. I don't want to be arrogant, but I would do better in the apocalypse than most of those people. The walkers are slow. The reason why the wildfire virus spread so fast is because the symptoms were a complete anomaly never seen before. Family members wanted to help their infected siblings and got their neck eaten because of it. But even so, World Health Organization and military should react better to this. Even the wildfire virus is crazy, it transmits faster than anything we have in real life. People should react better. And even if a huge horde is trying to catch you or close you in, I think people should still be able to outrun big hordes pretty easily. Not to even mention that most people could just barricade themselves in like Morgan did. And they probably did, but the survival rate in The Walking Dead, it just doesn't make any sense. It makes more sense in The Last of Us or DayZ, where zombies are much faster and more dangerous. I wouldn't want to live in any of those universes, but the survival rate in The Walking Dead is just so low. It makes no sense. Number 2. How Rick survived the bridge explosion. This one isn't important on the global level, but it's crazy when you think about it. Rick was already severely wounded, and then he shot the TNT on the bridge and the explosion was massive. Rick ends up flying to the side of the river. That's already far-fetched. He should have been swallowed by the flames, but then he somehow survives that massive fall and impact, and after that Jadis just randomly finds him and gets CRM to help him. Like, come on, it's just so funny. Number 1. How did the virus infect everyone? There are just some rules that every franchise has in universe, like for The Walking Dead, how the virus even transforms you, or how can walkers keep walking after they start rotting, and I wouldn't consider those just things that makes no sense, but even within the accepted lore, if you will. Wildfire virus itself still makes no sense. It transforms people, okay. It spreads unnaturally fast, okay, but some things about it are just mind-boggling, like how even people underwater got infected with the virus, or astronauts, in space. There had to be some kind of divine or alien interference to create something like this. In any case, wildfire virus itself doesn't make much sense either. Its transmissibility outweighs anything we ever saw in the real world, and it's not even close. The virus itself just makes no sense. Anyways, those were the top 5 things that don't make sense in The Walking Dead. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 million subscribers. We're already 0.00002% there, so keep it up.
Wicked.